think once we make it back into the mountains and we're on the trail that's part of the route, I think we'll be in good shape, because I can kind of follow that, but I just don't get the turn by turn, you know. I don't get it. I'm a mess. My GPS situation is a mess. I think what the problem is that the maps I downloaded, they are routable, just not with this old Garmin GPS. So I may have to, you know, spend $100 and buy the latest maps and put it on it and get rid of all the other garbage on there so it doesn't get confused. That may just be what I have to do. So I think my tank bag is about done being a tank bag. It's about ready to be a garbage bag. The zipper just kind of comes open. I haven't lost anything yet, but I'm gonna if I don't watch it. Probably buy a Wolfman tank bag next. I like the magnetic tank bag, but this is a built tank bag. And when they say built, they mean, what they really mean is barely built. Because all their gear is, it's entry level stuff, and that's just kind of what I have. You know, when you're getting into motorcycles, there's a lot of stuff to buy. And when you buy a KLR that doesn't have anything on it, crash bars, you know, risers, pegs, luggage racks, you know, windshields, you know, mirrors, ram mounts, heated grips, the Moose Racing bark busters, or they're not bark busters, that's a brand, the knuckle guards. You know, when you buy a bike that doesn't have anything on it, you got to put a lot of money into it to get it set up the way that you need it. So I went with built gear because it's the cheapest gear there is, and it works. It's better than no gear. I mean, at least and I don't know, maybe I'm hoping that if I slid across the concrete in this stuff that it would at least hold up and I wouldn't get scrapes. I mean, that's basically what I bought it for. It's got some, you know, and it's got pads in it and stuff, which is better than nothing. It's better than just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, or shorts and a t-shirt, some flip-flops. You know, the boots are waterproof, so that's cool. My feet don't get wet. I can submerge them. I've tested that before. But, you know, the visor broke on the helmet. Had to fix that. Now the zipper's coming apart on the bag. I'm going to have to do something about that. So probably go with the Wolfman tank bag next, because it's a little smaller. And what I like about it is that it comes up vertical from the tank, and it's smaller and it's out of your way, like a lot more. This one is, when you're standing, it's just in your way. You notice a big difference when you take the tank bag off. But you got to have a place to, you know, put your electronics and stuff and plug them in to charge them and all that. So tank bag is definitely necessary. Whoop! Put a foot down there. A little more slippery than the nice oiled road we took up here. So green and just lush this time of year. Beautiful. Good news is there should be less traffic up this direction, hopefully. Alright, finally pulled over and let some air out. Took it down to 22 in the back and 20 in the front. I tried to do just 22 on both, but I went a little far in the front. Oh yeah, that's a much smoother ride now. I was kind of clanking around there. But we're climbing pretty good. Have been for a few minutes. We're getting up there. Now, this is supposed to just go up and over to, oh crap, we're off the route. My route went a different direction. But I just stayed on the same road, and so we'll just keep following this route. So the routes that I share with you guys, if you guys have routable maps on your GPSs, they'll work just fine. As a matter of fact, they work just fine on here. But so all my complaining about, routes not working and not being able to recalculate them and stuff, that's not going to affect you if you download my route files in the description. Those are still going to work for you. So, and if they don't, then you got the same problem I do. You got a map that is not routable for your particular GPS, is what I'm guessing. I'm just guessing that's the issue, because it works fine in Basecamp. It's able to create routes, and it finds the roads. It doesn't just do a straight line. I have had maps in Basecamp that do that, but these ones do it on here. So just need to figure that out. Another technical detail that needs to be addressed. We're really climbing here. There must have been a trail that I missed that I had set up to turn on. I guess I didn't do that. But the sign at the very beginning of this road, which is, I'm guessing this is still West Scriver Creek. See, somebody's come up through here and cut all these down trees, which is awesome. Thank you, whoever did that. Probably Forest Service, because these are pretty big down trees. I can't believe how many fall each winter. It's crazy. I totally got sidetracked and forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the sign at the beginning of this West Scriver Creek Road said Packer John this way. Man, look at how many down trees there are. This is crazy. I hope whoever came up here and did this, I mean, they were serious about getting through. This wasn't just somebody on their four-wheeler. This had to be Forest Service that cleared this out. You wouldn't come through and do this. You see a dozen trees down for the next 50 yards, and you're probably going to call it good for this trail. So hopefully they went all the way up and over to Packer John, because that's the road that we need to get to make it back up north. Right now we're eastward-ish. I don't know. Let's see how good my bearings are. My internal compass is. I think we're headed west right now. Northwest-ish. We'll be able to see when we overlay the data on the video how off I am. Coming around to the south. Now we're going south. Now we're going west. Coming back around southwest-ish. I'm probably totally turned around and off. West. Alright. We're making good progress though. This is good. We'll just keep staying on this same trail. I wonder what trail that is. That looks like a nice road. Nothing's marked. Or I just didn't see it. I don't know, but we'll keep climbing here. Eventually we'll make it somewhere. these kind of roads, you get on a road like this up in the woods, it's going to go somewhere. This is a halfway decent road. This isn't like a trail that's just kind of fading in and out, you know, with new growth. This is a traveled road, so it goes somewhere, definitely somewhere. So I think we're in good shape. As long as we don't run into any downed trees, we'll be in good shape. So, okay, Unit 33 beyond this sign. This is starting to look more like, okay, so there's going to be another fork up here real soon. And if we go to the right, it goes to where I ran into those downed trees before. If we go to the left, it'll be an alternate route that will eventually take us. Okay, so it says Packer John to the left, so let's go to the left. Yeah, up that way is where I got stuck, but I was coming this way, not going that way. So we'll see if this gets us down to Packer John. The sign says so. See if there's any roadblocks here. Haven't seen any bears yet. We're still not to the summit. I think we're still some uphill going on here. I'm going to, okay, here we are. Now we made it up over. Awesome. I hit another fork back there. There was like 3 options. Okay, I see Packer John Road down there, so we'll just keep on this way. The way I'm just winging it here. The way I'm picking which way to go is you can kind of tell the path more traveled is because it won't have grass on it. It'll just be dirt, and that's going to be the main road. There's all these offshoots, you know, and they'll have a little bit of grass growing on them, especially in the middle. You'll see grass in the center, and that just means that that's not a road that's traveled as much. So by staying on the main route here, we ought to get to where we're going. Little pro tip. Captain Obvious tip. Wow, look at that. Woo! Oh, the view is just stunning up here. Amazing. Yep, okay, here we are. We made it up over. Still climbing, but we made it to the other side here. Now I can look down there and see, okay, so there's Smith's Ferry down in there, down in the valley. So far, so good. It's supposed to be a fork right here, I guess. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so Smith, oh, love the signs. Oh, that's Scriver Creek down. Okay, so we came Scriver Creek all the way, so now we're on Packer John, I'm assuming. Yep, says driving south on Packer John. Cruising down the mountain here, and eventually we'll end up in Smith's Ferry pretty soon here. And we know our way from there because earlier in this series we took that route. Oh, the views up here. Oh, you guys got to do this route. This is awesome. Awesome. Just views for days. You ride along these ridges up here. It's just gorgeous. Love that. At this point, I deem our loop successful today, minus the GPS issues. which we will fix eventually. Successful loop, finally. I'm excited about that. Excited to finally be able to be completing some loops up in this part of Idaho, because it is just beautiful. Some of the scenery up on those ridges is just breathtaking. So download the route in the description below. Ride your way up here, check it out. You won't be disappointed. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you like it. God bless. We'll see you guys on the next one.